Welcome to a brand new podcast. As always, this is the Oracle 19, and my name is Mr. Greatness. You can shop online to our baby shopping mall, which is www.evolutionoflondon.com. We have a whole wide range of different products. That's men's, kids, ladies' clothes, jewelry, house products, cologne, perfume, and much more. So that's evolutionoflondon.com. Also, evolutionoflondon.org, O-R-G, for custom clothes, accessories, and digital products as well, such as ebooks for personal as well as business. Finally, evolutionoflondon.store, S-T-O-R-E, for DVDs, games, more clothes. So that's evolutionoflondon.store. We have different links to other affiliates. www.linktree.com. You can support us that way. Linktree.com/Evolution of London. We have a Patreon channel, which we have videos that's not posted on YouTube, digital artwork and consulting services as well. So that's www.patreon.com/Evolution of London. Now, if you want to put your business on this platform, you can email us, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. Same email if you want to make a donation, a free will offering, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. That's through our PayPal account. Check out the company Royalty 9 International. They make homemade candles. 100% soy wax, 12-ounce jars from scented to unscented. Now, the scented candles is from frankincense, myrrh, jasmine, rose, eucalyptus, vanilla, thyme. Check it out. Email the company at royalty9international@gmail.com. And you can find them on social media, Instagram and TikTok. Royalty 9 International. Again, luxury candles, burn over 35 plus hours, very good quality. Again, Royalty 9 International. Music. Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. We have a whole wide range of beats. So once you go to his platform on YouTube, like, subscribe, and share to Cheap Limousine channel. And continuing to train on YouTube is the Greatness 19 channel. That's our educational channel. Open up your third eye. So like, subscribe, and share the to not only Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube, but the Greatness 19 channel and Mr. Evolution of London. Mr. Evolution of London is our health and wellness channel. Like, subscribe, and share to that as well. You'll find that the quickest way, if you're on the Greatness 19 channel, just scroll down that page. You will see Mr. Evolution of London. Like, subscribe, and share to that platform as well. Mr. Will, he's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years. So if you want to book a consultation, email him at healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. That's healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. And support his merch. www.wjaccessories.com for custom clothes, accessories, and digital products as well. DJ Panthro. DJ Panthro is an international DJ, so if you want to book for him to come to your venue, Email DJ Panthro 519 at gmail.com. That's DJ Panthro, Panthro 519 at gmail.com. And you can support him online on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share to DJ Panthro 519. Instagram and TikTok, DJ Panthro, and The Real DJ Panthro, which is his bonus platform on TikTok. The Real DJ Panthro, DA. The Real DJ Panthro. And through his social media, you'll find a link to his website as well. Again, DJ Panthro. Now, the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We're on iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Spotify for podcasters, Amazon Music, just to name a few. So any information I haven't mentioned will be in the description box of the Oracle 19 podcast, the Greatness 19 channel, Mr. Evolution of London, both of those on YouTube, of course. Rumble.com, just type in the Oracle 19. And finally, www.theoracle19radio.com. All right, well, as usual, I took care of the business aspect of things in today's topic. Marriage is a delayed court date. Now, I talked about this topic on previous shows a while back. Marriage is a delayed court date. What do I mean? Now, just recently, Judge Mathis, judge you see on TV, Judge Mathis is getting a divorce. Maybe he might go, they might reconcile, I don't know. But this is a lot of cases. He'd been married for 35 years, over 35 years, 39 years. He's been married for a long time. And his wife is filing for a divorce. And for, I don't know, we don't know the particular reasons. We from the outside looking in. But to my understanding, because he not spending enough time with her, and it could be a variety of different things. That's just the surface level. But my point is you hear this a lot. People, women is with men for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and then all of a sudden they back in the streets thinking they could still catch, still find something, still upgrade when they 40 and 50 and 60 years old. Beyonce's mom, she's like 60, late 60s, early 70s. Now, you might hear this in the future, older, of course, but just the fact is, 60 years old and you are filing for divorce, you think you can upgrade. 50 years old, 40 years old, you feel you can upgrade. A lot of women feel they can upgrade at this stage in their life. They really believe that. They really stand on business thinking that they can really upgrade. And then you have people like Vivica Fox, she has her wants and demands at 60. What she feels she's looking for, her standards. You got a lot of older women out here, they believe in their hearts. They stand on business. But you hear more people divorcing after all of these years. And is marriage an eventual court date? Apparently, yes, in modern day society, in this North America and European nations, marriage is a delayed court date. I've been through the sands of life. I put it like this. I could stand on that. And it's no stability. And it's not about necessarily the man is cheating on the woman, so she gets a divorce. It's not necessarily, or the man is being abusive. It's not necessarily those cases. A lot of times these women just get tired. And, people, it's what I call the ebbs and flows of life. No, nothing is perfect. We all know that. But you got to know your position. And a lot of these women is very selfish. They're very egotistical. And they really feel that they could do better. They really feel that they could upgrade. They really do. We in this day and time that modern day women, they they do that. They can meet you and be with you for 5 years, 10 years, and those years don't matter. They tired of you and they branch off and divorce you. Or let's say, for example, you could be an athlete, you out and about, but as soon as your career is over, even though you have the money to take care of her, she feels she could. You're not you're not a superstar no more. I'm going to find a new superstar. This is what it is. We living in a time, men, that we have to face reality. This is a reality check for you men. This is why in North America, men is not getting married like they used to be. Especially the generation after me. They see what people like myself and other men in our generation had to go through, and they not doing it, and I can't blame them. I said chivalry is dead. I mentioned that on a previous show, and I also talk about family court is the devil's playground. It's a show on that, something like that. I think the title something like that. It's about a year and a half ago. Like, forgive me, I don't know the exact title, because again, that's over 430 shows currently, and it would probably be not probably, but it'd be more as the years go ahead in life. So I'm not gonna remember all exact shows, but you look it up and listen to it. And is it worth it getting married today? That's my question, especially men. Imagine you with a woman 20, 30 years. You invested a lot into her. Time, energy, money. But time is greater than money, of course, because you can always get back money, but you can never get back time. Now you old. She's old. And then after 39 years, she tells you it's over. How would you? And it had nothing to do with cheating, or had nothing to do with abuse, physical abuse, or mental abuse. It's just she tired of you, tired of this, and then she believes, okay, it's time to go. I want half of your stuff. You probably not probably in the court. You have to give her more than half. 2/3 of your ish, 2/3 of your monies and your property, because you've been married with her for over 30 years and you probably have children, grown children, so they out the way. But imagine that. How would that make you feel, men? That's real messed up. But that's what's going on in society. Now, I know there's exception to the rules. I mean, there's abuse or cheating, whatever. It's always exception to the rules. I'm not really based in this conversation on those variables. But the variable I'm factoring in is the she just get tired of you, or something very simple as that. We living in this era that women feel they could just bounce and they could upgrade with the quickness. You got that. You got 60-year-old women, 50-year-old women that is acting like teenagers. So they showing the teenagers is and the young girls in the 20s and the early 30s, young ladies I should say, they just like they more savage with their mindset. So this is why men is not marrying. You invest all of this time and after 30 plus years she just leave, and then going to be leaving with your finances on top of that. Everything you worked hard for 30 something years, and she just up and leave. Now you old. Sure, you could find someone as a man. Men usually could find, if they keep themselves up, they could find a woman. That's realistic. But just the fact you wasted, it's like you feel like you wasted time. All of that, all those years. So is marriage or a delayed court date? That's my question for me to you. You see it in entertainment world, as I mentioned. You see it in everyday life. These women don't care. They're very selfish. They've been trained up to be selfish. They have no regards of your feelings. There's no family stability. Not nowadays. There's no family stability. The family stability is gone. Sad but true. And that is being poisoned all throughout the world. Divorce rates is high in North America, but US and Canada I'm pointing out. European nations, no stability. And you expect a young man to be excited about getting married when he's seen his father or grandfather or his uncle or his cousins, male cousins or brother, what he have to go through or going through. You get married nowadays, you can't even, and then you get a divorce. Most of these men can't even see their children. This is the reality. I know a lot of men, married men or used to be married men. They can't even see them children properly. They met the one, married her, believed in her. Things went to the left. They had children together. They can't even. They can't. The courts won't even allow them to see their children properly. What? Once every 2 weeks, once a weekend, like a Friday after 5 o'clock in the evening. And then you gotta return the child Sunday night because the child gotta go to school. So is that parenting? Is that being? So you see your child, if you lucky, twice a month. Okay, you break it down Friday afternoon to Sunday. That's like 2.5 days. Okay, let's just use that as an example. So you get the course will feel if you lucky. This is the lucky guys that had to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a lawyer because it's not cheap. They just to get to that point. Oh, I see my child twice a month, 5 days out of the normal 30-day cycle. And out of the 5 days, you got to pack in all because I said 2.5. So 2.5 plus 2.5, that's 5 days, right? So you got to weekends where you normally work in Monday through Friday, but you got to pack in all that energy in a weekend and fast too. Normally you'll be tired Monday through Friday, but Saturday and Sunday because you have the kids over, you got to pack all of that energy where normally you're supposed to be resting. But no, you got to now deal with them because if you don't, then you might lose those extra days. They might just reduce it once a month, 1 week in a month. A lot of guys have this 1 week in a month. And then you have to Skype or WhatsApp or talk to your child over the phone. Is that really parenting? All of that investment in terms of marriage, and now you're divorced. Now that's the best you can get. But here's the kicker. That's if you're lucky. That's if you're lucky. Most men is not even that lucky. They don't see their child, period. Period. They don't hear from it. It becomes not only months. This is the norm for most men after a divorce. You don't really hear from your children maybe once. It's a seasonal thing. Maybe once every 3 months, if you're lucky. Some of you don't see the children once every 6 months, the norm. And then women get in their feelings and stuff. You don't even see them, and then the men get tired and they just say screw it. Then it becomes maybe you haven't seen your child in years. It comes once every 2 years if you're lucky, maybe 5 years. This is parenting. Then you'll get the woman, and all of this perpetuate from marriage. It's the aftermath of marriage. This is what it is today. So this is why modern day men is not marrying, because this is the aftermath. You get married, then it's a delayed court date, you get a divorce, you have children, you can't see your children, but that court wants that support on point that will strip you from your license, your passport. Now you're at war, you gotta act like an animal to the other party. Like you're like, you know what, screw it, I ain't doing nothing. These are the things, it's a back and forth, it becomes war. And it all started from, guess what? Marriage. Marriage. I hope Judge Mathis, who's a judge, don't have to go through that. I hope that would be kind of messed up. Here he was a judge telling people about being together, men pay support, and all of this stuff. And now you gotta go to court, and now you gotta deal with your woman and pay her alimony. And you're a judge. Now you gotta see another judge. Now you got a lawyer up. You're a lawyer. You got a lawyer up to get a lawyer to represent you to fight for all your paper to be extorted, and you a judge. Go figure. That's the potential. That's how it can go down. It can go down to the left like that. His wife becomes his ex-wife. Now she takes him to court, and he's a judge. And now he got to go back and forth to court and see his colleagues looking at him. He might hire a lawyer, represent himself because he's a lawyer. Heck, he's a judge. But he got to maybe lawyer up to represent him in court of his ex getting support. That's wild. That is crazy. But that's the era we living in. And then I'm saying I hope this don't happen, but it could become futuristic. Now his ex, Judge Mathis' wife, hopefully it won't happen, but I'm just saying a scenario. Then she run around TMZ and all these other gossip newspapers and so forth and say, all of a sudden, he's been no good. All of a sudden, he's been abusive. All of a sudden, he haven't taken care of his kids fully. She didn't say anything previously, but now after 39 years, he wasn't really a good dad. He yelled at them. He said something. He was verbally abusive. He bullied. Now all of these things coming out, which it was no issues, no problems, but all of a sudden it comes out. Lies, rumors, but it becomes real because the woman say it. So is marriage a delayed court date? This is how life can go. It could turn left real fast for him. Hopefully they could work it out, but this is something that a lot of modern day men had to go through. This can go, it can go to the left real fast. And with us men, this is what we have to go through. And then that same woman, especially if the children is young, they will say, your father wasn't this and that. You have family members of her side will vouch to this. All of a sudden, you will be their mortal enemy. But the woman didn't say anything when she was on her back or stomach. She didn't say anything for years, but now she comes up and now she has a deep-rooted problem. There's all of these scenarios. I'm just giving you an example. A lot of married men that used to be married, they could vouch for this. And things can go to the left real fast. And it usually does. And a lot of men in North America and European nations of all races usually say the same thing. Now it's she's your mortal enemy. She say all the worst things you are. You're abusive and you this and you that. I can't let you see the children, and she turned the children against you. The children is confused. They thinking dad is one thing, and then they find out something else. Years later, decades later, mother say all of these things. Mother hides. It's so many different scenarios. So guess what? Younger people see this, and they say, "I'm not getting married because my Uncle Ray." Going through all that, so my daddy or my granddaddy or my cousin, all of these, they see these things from what men had, what they gone through, and they not going to do it. These younger men out here, and I can't blame them. Now, marriage is not a bad thing. Actually, this is in the natural order. This is what we're supposed to be: man and woman coming together. in a union, formulating families, healthy and strong families, building a generation so we could pass the knowledge and wisdom to the next generation. And they could do it to the following generation. And this was makes the planet Earth healthy. But it's not like that now. And it's only getting worse. Because the previous show I talked about just was a little bit of an example of many different scenarios. A lot of women out here feel they could do better. And guess what, ladies? Most likely you can't do better. The average women out here is just average. You just average. We're not talking about average in looks, just average in mindset. It's nothing fantastic about you, the average woman. It's not like you have the greatest vagina of all times. It's not like if you having intercourse with that woman, gold, liquid gold is coming out of it. It's not like you it's any serious value. Why I'm saying that? Because your mindset. A lot of you are whores. Yes, I said it. You whores. And you just marrying because you're looking for a come up. Your mindset is not in the purest state. And you don't know how to be a wife. You don't know how to nurture a family. I listen to these modern day young girls out here, young really girls I say, because they are not even young women. They just girls. They like 25, but their minds is like 14-year-olds. I was talking to this young, I'm just in conversation. She's in her mid-20s, but her mind, and I wasn't trying to date her, just this is general conversation. Her mindset it's like a little child. She don't know how to take care of herself. Like for example, she have a cold. She don't even know. I told her about certain just teas and stuff, lemon tea or whatever. She didn't even understand what I was talking about. It was like I was speaking in a foreign language. I had to speak to her slow. Like, hold on, turn on music. I had to say to her, "You cut a lemon, squeeze it into warm water." She said, "In a pot?" Okay, I know where this is going. In a pot on a stove. Or you could just slice up lemons and put it in the pot and let it boil. Really? Yes, really. Wow. I'm like, oh boy, you're going to be a great wife for some man. You don't even know how to take care of yourself, no children. I, and I told her about water. She don't even drink water. She drinks soda a lot. And she was telling me some of her health issues. You don't even drink water. How in the world you gonna be raising a child, carrying a child? I can imagine your vagina. Vagina just comes out like Pepsi. Advertising, free advertisement. It's bad. It's very sad. These women don't know how to take care of themselves. They really don't. And this is in this day and time, are they worth being wives? Women is running around here having sex with multiple partners at a daily, weekly rate. Women out here that, whether they are at the job or in the streets or at university, they sexing 2 and 3 guys in a week. Friends, colleagues, co-workers. They have no regards for their body, and these supposed to be your future wives. These are the women you're supposed to marry and put on a pedestal? How are you going to be even? This is why it's not worth it. Marrying junkies, they taking pills, smoking, and that smoking weed and all of that. I can imagine how their vaginas are. I don't want to imagine, but that's just how it is. These supposed to be your wives. They don't know how to eat, how to take care of themselves. They don't even know how to clean their bodies. This is your future wives. Then you get these old birds that learned how to clean themselves 30 years ago. Their attitude sucks. And they old, but they think they can still catch. So these is your women out in the street that seasoned, we call seasoned vaginas. They thinking, they can still catch. All right, you get a woman 40, 50 years old. Let's say you do that if you're a middle-aged man. Okay, because y'all in the same age group. What are you getting from, respectfully, a Vivica Fox? What are you getting from a Halle Berry now? Now, respectfully, that's my question for me to you. What are you getting? Hold on for a minute. Hold on. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Just had to take this call. But what are you what are you getting out of it? What are you getting out of this situation? Nothing. You're getting an old lady that used to be. And I'm not talking about those entertainers. I'm just talking about particularly women of that age group that is now single and talking nonsense. What are you getting out of marrying a single 60-year-old woman, a single 50-year-old woman, a single 40-something-year-old woman with a bad attitude, and somebody's nana telling you, I need, I need a roughneck. I need a wild child. At 60, lady? You talking like you're a teenager. At 60, you looking for a roughneck or a person, an edgy person? Lady, what are you doing? Lady, oh lady, what are you doing? Your vagina is dried up. You all wrinkled up. You gotta constantly dye your hair, bent over, naturally bent over your knees. You need Ben Gay, YK jelly to lubricate yourself, old lady. Two people can't be just old. We're not talking about the ones that have grown old together. We're talking about you going out here in the street. Why, as a man of a certain age, I want to go out here and meet a 60, 50-year-old, especially she's talking nonsense. Especially. Then she's telling me her demands. At 60, lady, for real, you saying I'm marriage material. Seriously? I don't have to listen to you. I got my own mind. Really? 50, 45? Seriously? So I should get on one knee. I should get on my bad knee. I don't have a bad knee, but I'm using that example. I should get on my bad knee and say, would you marry me to you that's at 50 and 60, 70 saying you gotta respect me. I could do whatever I want. I should be you need to pamper me. Really? At 50? Seriously? Really? You need Bengay, I need Bengay, but I gotta invest in you? Really? This is what I'm supposed to kill myself for? Seriously. You old! Old. You washed up. But you in your mind thinking you could find a rich guy that just will swoop you off your feet and tell you what you need to hear and put you on a pedestal. You the old women as well as the young women. You can't tell her anything. She could tell you everything. I repeat this again. She could tell you everything, but you can't tell her nothing. How about that one? She could tell you everything. And she could do whatever she wants, whenever she wants. So marriage this is something you're supposed to modern day marriage live and die for with these type of women? To know your prize, man, in this day and time, man, is you marry a woman 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and you're going to get a divorce. Oh yeah. If not, you be in a sexless relationship. Oh yeah. If not, your investment is she's cheating on you mentally or outright. Oh yeah, that's your investment. This is your prize. Your prize, you get a divorce, child support, gift from the government to you, alimony, spousal support, the whole nine. That's the gift you get, men. And after that gift, you produce a legacy that will end up hating your guts for the most part, not really caring too ish about you. That's your gift. Produce kids that become a big disappointment. That's your gift. Because mama running around having different men in the house. That's your gift. So your legacy is effed up. Your life is effed up. Your marriage is effed up. All because you believed in her and you trusted her. People now hate you. She hates you. Her family hates you. The police hate you. The court hates you. Her lawyer hates you. Everybody hates you. Maybe even your own people hate you. That's your gift. From her, them, to you. Season's greetings. Thank you for listening.